welcome to another edition of Coming Out Stories with me, Emma Goswell. We've had a little bit of hiatus. To be fair, we've been quite busy launching a book, haven't we, Sam?
We have, yes. Hello, I'm Sam Walker, producer of Coming Out Stories, and we thought we would hop on just to say a quick hello, how are you? And we're back. We did launch season 2 at the end of last year, and then quite a lot of things happened in the world. So we did have a bit of a break, but now we're back with a gusto for season 2 proper, and we've got a load of amazing people's stories to bring you.
We've got so many people. I mean, I have just basically spent since last year sat in front of my computer talking to people all around the world with incredible stories. So I'm just trying to think of some of the highlights of people coming up. Got a lot of people with mad jobs, actually. So we've got a lesbian arm wrestling champion.
Not Aggie.
Yes, Aggie.
I know,
you know
Aggie. Oh, amazing, Aggie. Oh, I love the fact I'm such a great producer that I didn't even realise you'd spoken to Aggie.
How many Polish arm wrestling champions can you name?
Well, this is right. What a legend she is, though. Oh, I can't wait for you to hear her story.
Oh, no, it's fantastic. Well, I'm in a sort of mission to speak to as many people from around the globe, really. So Aggie's works in the UK now. But actually grew up in Poland, so it's interesting to hear her story. I was speaking to a lovely guy called Leighton. Although he grew up in Warrington, his family are from Nigerian. He actually suffered more racism than homophobia, actually, growing up. But interesting talking to him about Nigeria. That is a country where it is still illegal to be gay. Not only is it illegal to be gay, it is illegal if you know that your friend or someone in your family is gay and you don't report them to the authorities.
Oh gosh.
Can you imagine?
You see, this is why, Emma Goswell, when people say, coming out stories is just not a thing anymore in 2021. Why even make a big deal of it? Because in the world, as Emma has just said, it's still illegal to be anything but heteronormative. So this is why we keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this guy was so scared to go back to the country where he was from. He was born. His whole family are from. He was so scared to go back at one point, he didn't even go to his father's funeral. That's how sad it is. You know, it's really sad. I've also spoken to a couple of people from Indian descent. I spoke to an amazing woman called Raga who didn't come out until she was in her 50s. She did the whole getting married to a man, having a family, having children. And it wasn't until she was living the other side of the world and she was actually outed by her own mother that she actually came out and thought, I need to do this now. I need to live my truth. But had spent 50 years. You know, I mean, this is no exaggeration to say that some people do fear for their lives and do fear real repercussions, not just for themselves, but for their entire close family and extended family, because, you know, it is such a big issue to be gay in India. It was only, as we were reminiscing, 2018, when Section 377 was got rid of and homosexuality became legal again. So this is really recent history.
100%. And I want to say a big hello as well. I'm not going to mention you by name, but you know who you are. A listener in Australia who got in touch, who let us know that she's actually straight, but is suffering bullying at the moment at the school that she's at because her best friend is a lesbian. And so she wanted to listen to Coming Out Stories to get more of an idea and support her friend, but also really raise awareness within her school. So you're an amazing young woman. Thank you so much for listening. And yes, Coming Out Stories is absolutely not just for members of the LGBTQ plus community, but of course everybody, family, friends, work colleagues. So please do spread the word. We would love you to share the podcast with anyone that you know. And of course, share our book as well. Thank you so much for getting in touch and giving us your feedback and reviews of the Coming Out Stories book. It is available everywhere, all the big retailers, of course, but we'd love you to support a little local independent LGBTQ plus bookshop if you could as well, like Gaze the Word or Queer Lit or anyone like that.
Yeah, exactly. And as we said, we don't want to preach to the converted, do we? I love the fact that I've had so many school friends get in contact and say, I've bought this for my kids. They're sort of teenagers or they're even early 20s now. But, people are buying it for their children, and we want people to be buying it for, their homophobic aunties as well, or whoever, don't we, really?
100%. I did find that my 9-year-old daughter had smuggled a copy of the book into her school bag to show all her school friends, which was just lovely. I said, you could have just asked me. You didn't need to steal it. It is yours. So that's no problem at all. I've got loads of copies, but that was it.
Has she got a signed copy though, Sam?
Do you know what? I sent my mum a copy in Australia. Got to sign it. She's fuming.
No!
So we've got loads and loads of stories coming up. Thank you so much for listening. Please do spread the word. As we said, this is all about word of mouth, the popularity of this podcast. So we do appreciate the nearly 100,000 downloads that we've had, and it is all down to you. So let everyone know we're here. Do follow us on Twitter at Come Out Stories Pod. You can find us on Instagram as well, Emma.
We are Come Out Stories Pod. So follow us wherever you want to go and get involved in social media, because we love to hear from people as well. And so many people have contacted us now to tell their story, and we're always open for those suggestions. So if you think you've got a great story that would help other people, get in contact with us and get on board.
Do. hello@whatgoesonmedia.com is where you can email, and we'll speak to you very, very soon. Enjoy season 2! Whoop.